Show you how to take apart your timber venetian so we can fix them. So you just take that off the fascia if you've got one, and then in the corner you simply push this up and then it'll come out. Okay, as you can see, they've weathered and because of the sun, and I've got it now hanging up in my garage. You can leave them in place, and at the bottom you need to take off the little plugs, and they look like this, and once they just pop out, and then you undo, you pull all this out, and then it should look like this. So I've pulled it apart, I've untied the loop because we're going to pull that out, because this is what holds it together, because we're going to make them all nice and even and look fabulous. So leave it open, and this is the cord that you'll be pulling through. This is what holds them in place. So I'm going to start pulling this through. So just pull. This will come out. Pull it out all the way to the top. So as you can see, it's just got the strings, which are the slats we'll be sitting on. There's all my slats and my bottom slat as well. And I'll show you what we need to do. Because as you can see, they're really discoloured and really uneven, and they look horrible from the outside. Now comes the boring and monotonous job. As you can see, they're quite... The one side's not bad, but the other side's really white and horrible. In an outdoor area, plenty of circulation, air circulation. I've got a sander, just a finishing sander, and 100 sandpaper. So all I'm going to do now is sand them, and I'll show you the finished product in a little bit. Okay, so first one's done. As you can see, all of the stain has come off it. So it's gone from this with all the different colours to nice and even. It's looking better already. So only another 49 to go, and I'll show you when it's all finished, ready to stain. And as you can see, as it's coming off, there's the stain, and that's where it's got no stain, so it's nice and even. And you can see that as you're sanding, this will come off. Now you can do it by hand, but it's going to take forever. It's just a lot easier to use the sander, and I've got the old mat down to just protect the table, because it's just an outdoor table. It's just in the backyard. It's not a work table. Okay, they're all been sanded back. Now I'm going to be using like a Ultra Deck cedar cypress stain, and what I'm going to do, I'm going to put some gloves on. I'm going to dip it in with a rag and then simply rub it on, because there's no use in using a brush, because this way it'll get right into all the nooks and crannies, and you'll see when it's all done. Remember, give your stain a really good shake before you start. Okay, so these are all dry now. Nice and even, nice colour throughout. So I've gone from that sort of white light colour. Now I'm going to start putting it together. To put it together, simply is going to sit on the slat like so, pushes through until we get across, and we simply sit it like that. So now they're sitting in there, and I'm going to do the rest all the way down. Okay, so now this is all on. As you can see, that's moving fine. Now I'm going to have to run this cord back in through each of the holes like this on that one there. So as you can see, the cord coming through. What's going to happen is I'm going to have to make it where it goes zigzag. So it's going to come in on this side of this one, and then it's going to come on the other side of that one. Inside, outside, inside, outside. That way the blinds stay even. All done. So as you can see, the string on this side, and then it's on the other side, on one side, on the other side, on one side, on the other side. That way it brings it together, and I've done both sides. So as you can see now, it's all nice and straight. So now I'm just going to put the last part on there, which is that bottom bit at the bottom, and I'll show you how to do that in a second. So now this last bit of timber with the big hole facing down, I'm going to take the cord that we just threaded through, I'm going to put it back into this hole here, through there. So once that's been pulled through, and I used a pair of long nose pliers just to get in and pick it up. Now I'm just going to tie them both off, and we're pretty much finished. As you can see, it's a simple knot. Try to keep it to the edge as close as possible, try to keep them even. So now these will go back into the holes there, and we plug them up. So as you can see, they're in the holes again. I use the rubber mallet to push them in. Done. And there is the finished product back in the window. Fascia's been put up. It's nice and even the colour from both sides. So whether it's that side or that side. And that's it.